Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to another video today. My name is Chris, and today, unfortunately, we do have some more Sears and Kmart closures. Now, today's list, which was just announced today, which is Friday, March 26th, 2021, we do have some confirmations of some Sears and Kmart locations that are closing. This is the list of the following Sears and Kmart, well, Sears Grand rather, the single Sears Grand and two Kmart stores that were just announced today, and this is the list right here. So, the Kmart store in Key Largo, Florida, and the Kmart store in Marathon, Florida, which means after those two close in the state of Florida, there will only be two Kmarts left in Florida, and this is a huge blow. This is the final Sears Grand store to ever exist. So this definitely shares some significance. This is the last Sears Grand concept to close, and that is located in Rancho Cucamonga, California. The last ever Sears Grand to operate. Currently, they are liquidating the other Sears Grand, which is located in Colorado. But now it is official. The last Sears Grand store located in Rancho Cucamonga, California, will be closing. So let's first take a look at some of these stores. None of them are in New York or New Jersey. Again, we could see some more stores being posted before the end of the night, and I might be making another video about this. But let's start off with the Kmart store located in Key Largo, Florida. So Kmart Key Largo, Florida. And it is in the Key West region of the state of Florida. Key Largo. Yes, it is in the Upper Key West part, pretty close to the mainland of Florida and just a little bit outside of Miami. So this is one of two Kmart stores that are expected to start liquidation sales very soon, I think. Now, I don't think we can get a street view. Oh, no, we can. Okay, great. That works out really well for me. Now, typically I wouldn't do this, but I know this is significant because this is one of four Kmarts that are now slated to, unfortunately, close. The liquidators, which is SB360 Capital Partners, LLC, are expected to show up at these three stores on Monday, March 29th, 2021. So, again, really sad to see some of these Kmart stores going. This one kind of had a unique roof. I'm not gonna... Oh, yeah, wow, it looks like they... Wait a minute. Wait, let me see something there. They actually replaced the Kmart logo on this one. Do you believe this? Do you believe this, guys? Look at that. They legit replaced the Kmart logo on this one. Wow, I didn't even see that one. Yeah, I like the Art Deco roof. I think that's pretty cool too, especially for this Kmart. And there's a lot of Art Deco buildings in Florida, so I think it goes along with the theme really nicely. Yeah, see, there's the old logo again. Very weird that they have that. And then they have a Western Union. Any store would have that. My guess is the pharmacy went, and that was basically the end of this Kmart. As we go around here, this looks like another entrance, probably right into the garden center. This is not really common anymore because basically Kmart garden centers are just basically history. Typically, I wouldn't view Kmart stores in Florida, but this is still significant for another reason. And that's why I'm actually going ahead and doing a video. Wow, compared to some of the garden centers near my Kmart's, this is probably the most lively garden center I've actually seen. You can see back here, lots of plants. Yeah, wow. The garden centers, I guess, in Florida just did better than the Northeast. Maybe because the weather's just much warmer down in Florida than the Northeast, of course. This... just looking at some pictures of this garden center, this is probably one of the best Kmart garden centers that I've seen stocked, and I'm sure Marathon, Florida is probably the same way, which we're going to get into in a little bit. So, but yeah, for whenever this was done, a very well stocked garden center. Good job, Kmart. I'm actually impressed that they actually stocked it. So this is basically just the back of the building. I don't know where the loading dock is. I believe, let me see. It's definitely not back here. So let's go ahead and scoot on over a little bit. Oh yeah, this is probably it. Or no, you know what? I bet it's around the corner. I bet it's around the corner here. The loading dock. No, wow, really weird. It must have just been back here. Oh well. But anyways. yeah, overall, pretty cool Kmart store in Key Largo, Florida. Very well stocked garden center. I think this is one of the best garden centers I've seen in an actual Kmart store. Very well stocked for a Kmart. Not something you would typically see in 2021. A very, 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 very rare occurrence. Now, I don't know if I can make this. Can I do? Oh yeah. No, I cannot do a 3D view, unfortunately. But you guys basically get the idea of what the Kmart store in Key Largo, Florida looks like. So we're going to go a little bit south in the Key West region of Florida, and that is to go to the Kmart store in Marathon, Florida. So let's go ahead and shift gears here. So this one, compared to the one that we just took a look at, not as impressive, and I don't think this one has a garden center, unfortunately. But it does have a fishing center, which is something that the other Kmart did not have. So again, just a really basic Kmart. Although you could see a lot of these Kmart stores had canoes. Which my guess was because Kmart was the only store within the Key West region. These Kmarts actually did surprisingly well, but at this point, it's game over for the Kmart and Sears stores, and we're going to get into our Sears Grand store that is going to be closing for the last time. It really isn't. Yeah, there's just a lot of wind, so my apologies if my camera picks up the wind. This is pretty cool too. They have a nice mural of some fishes and some turtles, and that looks like a whale. It seems on the front of this Kmart. Pretty cool artwork, you know, something really cool to sprucing up the building, you know. And you got a bunch of Kmart carts. I don't know if it goes to the corner. Yeah, no, it doesn't go to the corner. Not as impressive as the Key Largo one, but still impressive that it has a fishing center. That's something very rare to find in a Kmart. But I get why there's a fishing center here. Now, unfortunately, just like the one in Key Largo, we cannot get a street view. Again, it's just a really basic Kmart. And I believe back here is the loading dock, which I don't know. Yeah, that's about the best view you're going to get of the loading dock. Not much else I can really do, unfortunately, unless I can scoot on over here. But yeah, I don't think we're going to exactly get a decent view of the Kmart store's loading dock, unfortunately. So that just keeps popping up. I don't know why. But anyways, so now that we've looked at both Kmarts that are going to be liquidating with SB360 Capital Partners LLC beginning Monday, March 29th, 2021. Again, I do not know when these stores are going to close, and there could also be some more store closings coming this evening. So stay tuned for another video continuing on to this existing video. So anyway, so now we're going to go ahead and go from the East Coast of the United States all the way off to the West Coast in California, and we're going to be taking a street view of the Sears Grand in Rancho Cucamonga, California. And the reason why we're taking a look at the Sears Grand in Rancho Cucamonga, California, is because it was just also announced today that the last one, this is the last Sears Grand that is not currently liquidating, but beginning Monday, March 29th, 2021, SB360 Capital Partners LLC is expected to begin liquidation sales at the last and final ever Sears Grand store. Now, basically what Sears Grand store was a concept that was supposed to compete with Walmart. However, they were not typically as big as your traditional Walmart stores. It was basically Sears' attempt to basically make a store almost like a Kmart Supercenter and compete with Walmart. But clearly, we can see that did not work out for Sears, unfortunately. So we'll start off, I guess, in the back of the store here. You know, they have the Art Deco tile here, like the Kmart in Key Largo, Florida. Although this is definitely a much bigger mass too. This was the Sears Auto Center. Basically, like some of the Kmarts back in the day, they would have it attached to this side of the building. I really like this Auto Center. Man, this is a really nice Sears Auto Center. I believe the building was built in the early 2000s, just given it's not that old of a building, but I don't know what the future of this building holds, unfortunately. So, This I bet was the garden center at one point, and yeah, it looks like they weren't really exactly taking care of it much. It looks like they basically just used the garden center for fixture storage. Not as nice or impressive as the Kmart in Key Largo, Florida. So it's basically just covered up. I'm not even going to waste my time on that. So again, yeah, you can see garden center too. Definitely much newer. Um, letters here. So this was the right entrance into the Sears. What's it called? The Sears Grand Store, and you can see Route 66, Illinois, because as we all know, Sears' corporate headquarters is in the state of Illinois. But you could see that they had like an entrance exit, kind of what Walmart used to have. Like, this was really a failed Walmart concept, basically. This is what just not, people didn't want to go to a Sears Grand. It was basically like another version of Kmart, basically a different version of the Super Kmart. That's basically what Sears Grand was. But I will admit, this was like, they poured a lot of money into this store, the Sears Grand in Rancho Cucamonga, California. I also like the tropical palm trees. I think that definitely gives the building some class. I'm glad they planted those. The fake out window, of course, those are always fun. And then, of course, the Sears Grand sign, which, this is something super rare. I have to go over here because I guess someone at corporate didn't exactly want this out online, so I have to go directly here. But again, it's a really cool looking sign, rather. So I think that's what's pretty cool. And you can see too, they have these little tile things on the bottom. I wonder if these were like lamps or something. I think this is pretty cool too. Yeah, they really gave this building a lot of like design. Like, they poured money into making this building nice, but we all know what the game plan is for Sears and Kmart. I've gone over it several different times in several different live streams and several different videos. Another fake out window too. We all know what the game plan is for Sears. It's a time ticking bomb basically for the company. Unfortunately, yeah, you can see too. They really poured some money into this building, and it's an absolute shame to see it go. Oh, California too, US 66. That's cool. And then they have this like more tile too, like these white shapes on the top, a gray square, and then a red square within the square shape. I think that's pretty cool too. And that's the top of that, of course. Now I don't know if you can go back in the parking lot. I'm not sure if you can. Let me actually see real quick. So yeah, there's another sign of the Sears. There's another view of the sign. Did not mean to do that. That's another view of the sign of the Sears Grand. But this is basically the store in a nutshell. You got the sign on the left, sign on the right, and you got the front-facing facade, entrance on the right, exit, and then entrance, exit on the left. So, and then that's basically the front-facing facade of the Sears Grand with, I believe that looks to be 6 palm trees between the left entrance and the right entrance. Still sad, though, that this store is going away. I really thought this Sears Grand was going to make it to the end. But I guess the fine folks at TransformCo LLC had other plans for Sears and Kmart. So you can see here some more beautiful designs. Oh, merchandise pickup. This looks like something that Home Depot would do, basically. Yeah, this is, yep, exactly what Home Depot would do. They'd have this big old merchandise pickup area. This is something Home Depot would pull, except this is a lot nicer than your traditional Home Depot merchandise pickup. That's the only difference here. Yeah. So we get a view here. This is the back. This is the back of the building. So this is the loading dock for the building where the trucks park in and they bring in all the merchandise. That's basically what this is. And from the looks of it, I believe it's a double loading dock. It could be double trucks. Like, there might be some trucks that go in here. Yeah, it's a double way. A truck can go in, or no, that's one of the trash compactors. So the loading dock is back there, actually, where the trucks come in and they can bring in the merchandise. So then you got more of the grand stuff. Not so many great stuff back here, and we're back to square one. Oh, A&E Factory Service, another great division of Sears. Ugh, yuck, A&E Service. I've heard many things about them on forums, but anyways. So this is a 3D view of the building. That's basically, this picture right here basically gives you an idea of the building itself. It gives you the building in a whole scope, which I think is pretty cool. Oh, Route 66 Community Garden. Wow, no wonder, that's why they have the 66 signs in front of the Sears store. So we're actually going to take a look at some pictures inside the store, and it's really interesting. You know, you can see it's a mix. It's a mix between a Walmart and like a traditional Sears store. So if you take a look at a couple of pictures, like you can see some of the carpet that you would see in a traditional 2-level regular Sears and Roebuck store. That's what you would see in a store like this, but it's a mix between that and, say, a Walmart. That's basically what a Sears Grand was. It was a mix between your traditional Sears store, but also having that Walmart type of feel. That's basically what Sears Grand was, and you know, and unfortunately, it was a failed concept, unfortunately. So I do apologize about that. So and that's basically the front of the store. This was taken actually in June 2020, right when things were starting to open back up again. So anyways, so now we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the job postings. So this is Kmart closings, and this was just posted today, by the way. Cashier, Rancho Cucamonga, so Marathon, Florida, Key Largo, Florida, another one for Marathon, Florida, Key Largo, Key Largo, Key Largo. You take a look here at Sears closings, basically just Rancho Cucamonga, California. That's all that was posted today on Indeed.com, and is probably coming soon to jobs.sears.com. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, if there are additional stores that are going to be announced by the end of tonight, there will be another video following this video, and I will keep you guys posted on that. Again, for all the information regarding the closings, please make sure to go ahead and click the link located in the description below. So anyways, guys, thank you again for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed this video, and that will be it.